Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, brought to you today by mining software developer K2fly, ASX code K2F. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now by the CEO of K2fly, Nic Pollock. Hi Nic.
Hiya Matt.
Okay, so K2fly has developed a number of software packages for the resources industry that assist with things like resource reporting, tailings management, land access and ESG obligations. After posting some healthy numbers in its March quarterly, the company has been in fine form, landing the whale of all mining clients, BHP, the largest company on the ASX. Okay, Nic, I want to get into that deal with BHP in a minute, but firstly, can you just give me a high-level overview of your resources industry software?
Yeah, a simple way is that we are pioneers in a space we call resource governance. We break that into two parts of that, which is the mineral resource governance, which is the reporting and governance in and around how you disclose your inventories to the market, and then natural resource governance, which manages your land obligations and your communities in order to provide license to operate and social license to operate.
Okay, so you just landed BHP as a client. Which of your software packages has BHP signed up for?
So in the natural resource governance area of that, we have something called ground disturbance, which manages all the permitting and obligations on an operation, again, interacting with your community stakeholders and regulators.
Okay, now being a public company, I'm guessing the total contract value with BHP is a public number, is that right?
That's correct, yes. So the initial purchase order was for $2.12 million for the first year. We would expect that to continue.
Okay, now the extraordinary thing I've noticed researching K2fly is the number of massive Tier 1 mining companies that use your software. Can you give me a roll call of them?
It's a who's who. So Rio Tinto is a very big customer, FMG, Roy Hill here locally, Glencore in Canada, Newmont out of North America, and then Goldfields, Anglo Gold Ashanti, Teck. So 40% offshore, 60% in Australia.
Well, let's take a look at your March quarterly numbers with some rapid-fire questions and answers. Firstly, how much did you invoice out for the March quarter, and how did that compare to the previous quarter and the previous corresponding period?
So that was a record quarter again for us. So that was $3.3 million in invoicing, and that was 35% up on the previous quarter. And I think that's a 60% year-on-year growth in the invoicing.
Okay, what about the total value of all your contracts over the periods that they've signed up for?
So we have another metric called total contract value, which was reported at the end of the last quarter at $16.6 million, and that was 81.4% higher than Q3 in FY21. That's obviously goes up and down depending on how we deplete our contract in terms of deliverables, and then obviously with the BHP announcement, we've just added another 2.12 to that.
And I see you've now cracked the all-important $5 million annual recurring revenue mark. So well done to you, Nic Pollock from K2fly. Thanks for joining me on Bulls and Bears today. And remember, we're only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney, and this is Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page on the 6PR, 2GB and 3AW websites and click the Public Companies tab.